The Rocky Mountains provide the backdrop in Boulder, Colorado, and if you're looking for the Buffaloes, they ain't hard to find. Today, we have one of those games that tests your focus. Top 25 team against an unranked opponent. Can you take care of business? As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Virginia Tech Hokies, taking on the 23rd ranked team in the land, the Colorado Buffaloes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Hokies will put total weather to crank us up. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Caught over the middle. It's Hunter. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. Well, they wasted no time making sure that their star touched the ball and felt the game early.
And how about the defense? You've been game planning for this guy all week long. You knew they were going to feature him. The first play, you give up a play to him. That DC's over there scratching his head and saying some words that I can't say on the airway.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Not seeing a lot of chemistry between the QB and his intended target on that play.
They'll go back to work after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 36. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Complete downfield. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
This tight end is such a weapon because he can line up all over the field. That time he starts in the slot and he's running the corner route against zone coverage. And he's just got athleticism and wiggle and the ability to separate and make big plays. It's so nice to have a target like that.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. The give to the back. Using that running game to bludgeon forward. He's got 4 down to the 35.
I think you run that play so you stay out of 3rd and long. 3rd and long is not where an offense ever wants to thrive. 3rd and medium, hey, I'm good with that. So you run that play to make sure you're set up for a good 3rd down.
3rd and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker. This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game, plus territory. They'll go for it on 4th down. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. On 4th down, trying to find his man. He's got him, and they convert. Not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
No, pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get touchdowns, man. You've seen the emphasis. Defenses are willing to give up yards now to make you kick field goals. I like this offense being aggressive. Forget the threes. We need sixes.
From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Quickly complete. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo! You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Looking for a productive play on first down. Looking downfield, it's Drones. Buys a little extra time. Going to try to get it himself. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy. Because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
Brought down at the 47, but not before he ripped off 15.
Well, what a nice run. He's showing you his athleticism there. You guys remember back in the day when we were calling a game here, and the all-time great Virginia Tech running back Kevin Jones came up to the booth, and he got into a vertical leap contest with Pollock. It was awesome. This guy on the field, man, he's got so much skill and ability. He's strong and he's fast, and I think he can also out-jump it.
I love when you break out the hit stick. When you come and that guy gets struck and he goes backwards, that's how you bring it.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. Gets it out fast. At the 35, he's got room. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Hokies.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback and wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. And the timing just a hair off. Not sure exactly what went haywire there, but the timing was just off.
And that's your job as a defense, right? You got to find a way to disrupt the timing and jam wide receivers or get to the quarterback and make him feel uncomfortable, but you can't let that timing be easy and effortless. Nice job by the defense.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Looking left. He's got it. Oh, he gave him the limp leg. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. And the Buffaloes will have it 1st and 10. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Give to the running back. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 3, but he is inside the 30 to the 29.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it a little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
To the air, it's Sanders. Throws for the tight end. Oh, so close to paying off the tip drill. He had it in his hands, but it falls incomplete.
Love the competitive nature by the defender on that play. That's just a 50-50 ball, and that defender swatted it away.
It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on 3rd and long. Here's the snap, looking to throw. They'll run the screen. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the 1st down. Plays like that, but just a second of hesitation in the defense to make sure, and they're able to take advantage here.
And they use great timing with this call, right? Like, you can't call this play all the time, but you want to catch them when they're a little bit aggressive, not thinking about it. Nice job slipping the screen behind them, making the easy catch, and then getting downfield, picking up some extra yards.
Quickly complete. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but you've got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
I love when players understand situations, and they understand where the 1st down marker is, and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that 1st down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Fires into the end zone. Oh, picked off. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business. And it just turns out to be a missed opportunity. You get the ball in the red zone, and you turn it over.
Momentum, it plays a big role for teams and especially for offenses. And when you have chances like that, when you're down in this area of the field, you've got to be able to come away with points. Even if it's not going to be a touchdown, you are not leaving this area of the field without putting at least 3 up on the board. Missed opportunity for the other.
Got like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
Back to throw, it's Drones. Looking to the big tight end. Fires into traffic, picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. First down to start the drive after the break. He's looking to throw it. Not quite in rhythm there, incomplete.
Well, there was something the quarterback liked in the pre-snap there, thinking his primary target was going to have a favorable matchup, but the defense did a nice job disguising that look. They got more bodies over to him and forced the incompletion.
Let's see if they go back to the air on 2nd and 10 from the 28. Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. And he just flat missed him. Sometimes you see a guy, he's open, and you try to baby it too much, and it was a bad throw.
And what a drive this has been so far by the defense. Of course, they're in their own end of the field. They're sort of in that fringe area, and they forced 2 straight incompletions. If they could force another one right here, it'd make it really tough on their opponent to kick a field goal.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Going for it all. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. Here comes the field goal unit as he'll try to get the 3. He's going to try to punch one through from 45 yards away. Smashes it between the uprights. And with that, they've taken the lead. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him, maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
They're getting this guy lathered up, and they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
Picks up the 1st down and gets down to avoid contact.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
Catch in the middle, it's Jennings. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Well, when you're running the drag route against man coverage like that, as a quarterback, you got to put the ball out in front of your target. And when you do that, you give the guy a chance to then advance the football up the field, pick up a 1st down like they did right there.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Drones. Makes the grab on the left. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the 1st down.
The Hokies have it with a 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. Ball in the air. Intercepted. Bringing it back. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Man, that is how you get it done as a defense when you're playing cover 1. Like, you got the middle of the field safety, but everybody else is manning up. Nice job running with this guy, seeing the football, breaking on it, making the interception, making the big play for this defense.
Leaves it with the back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. Gets open down the middle. They'll get the 1st down. It's spotted on the 49. Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the 1st down.
I think it's because the tight end is so much versatility. You know, they can block and stay in the formation, or they can release and come out. But either way, if the quarterback's patient, most of the time, that drag route's going to come over.
Can't hold on. He had him right down the middle, and he flat dropped it.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Wonder if they'll throw it again after the incompletion. 2nd and 10 from the 49. Looking downfield, it's Sanders. Throws to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throwing right. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
They call it a coffin corner kick for a reason, and you really can't do it any better than that. He puts that thing out of bounds right around the goal line. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't. Pressure got to him, couldn't get rid of it, and they got him for a safety.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
Fields the punt and looking for daylight. Touchdown, Bucks! How about the special teams coming up with a huge play? He is a field-flipping machine. Taking on one end, return it to the other.
And now you get to celebrate. What a beautiful job. We always talk about defense, we always talk about offense, but man, when your special teams come through for you and score, it is huge, and it provides such a boost for the crowd.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. You get a return like that, and it can't just be the guy with the ball who's right. Everybody has to do a job, and they did that in brilliant fashion on that one. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. We're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do...
Oh, look out. There he goes. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. Many times the Hokies have had a dynamic threat running the ball at quarterback, but you got to be efficient like this in the passing game.
No doubt, and you got to have some balance on offense. You got to be able to make those plays down the field in the passing game to make you honor it, get some guys out of the box so it's not just running quarterback all the time.
Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. Looking for a crease, it's Tootin. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
And the Hokies will snap it on 1st and 10. To the ground, he's got it again. Fights his way ahead, they get him down after a pickup of 3. They'll mark it at the 12. Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They'll run the option. Now the toss. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. The option look. Now the toss. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Virginia Tech.
And that's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing. I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum, going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run. Fielded in the end zone. It's Horn. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Coming back onto the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
They gave themselves room to operate with that first play. Now first down from the 37. Looking for a man. It's Sanders. Finds the tight end. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down.
All right, defense. It ain't working, right? They're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Pressure got to the QB that time. He was trying to find his check down out of the backfield, but the hit forced the incompletion.
They'll run this play from the pistol. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. They're going to throw it again. Using the quick game.
Yeah, you gotta love those matchups. When you get a running back matched up on somebody else, it's never going to be a cornerback. That's not going to happen. So finding a good matchup, getting that speed isolated, now I'm going to go attack and make some plays.
They're going to try to throw for it on third down. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
Offenses know and work on it all week. Third downs. We got to be really, really good. This offense not good on this third down. It could come back to bite them.
Perhaps emboldened by converting a fourth down earlier in the game, they'll try a second time. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And the pass hits, picked off. Didn't get a chance to show off those running skills, but he gives them the ball at the 29-yard line.
And we know turnover margin is a huge part of winning ball games. Interception number 2. His quarterback has to do a better job taking care of the football. Don't force it. Take the high completion percentage stuff. Don't always try to go for the big play.
And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Carl. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Offense gets set for second down. Little touch pass to the receiver. He picks up 4. That'll leave them with 3rd and 6.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all right after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push pass.
They stripped it out. Now the defense has got it, and they're going the other way. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. So that's going to do it here in the first half. Stay tuned for the halftime break. The Buffaloes will line up to kick off and start the second half. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
And that's all you want, right? You want that first down, understand the situation, understand I got to get north and south, get a first down, get a new set of downs.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Using his legs, it's Tootin. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
And I love these offensive coaches going right back to your guy. I believe in you. Just because you fumbled doesn't mean I'm not going to give you the football.
Yeah, he's repaying the favor right now to this coaching staff as well. And doesn't it just seem like he's running with a little bit more juice? He looks like he's ticked off.
Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket. Nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
And after the incompletion on 1st down, this offense looking at 2nd down. Looking for a man. It's Drones. Unloads to the wideout. Finds space on the right. Spins away with great balance. Touchdown, Hokies! And that one will put them up here in the second half.
And it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
They're going to go for 2 here and try to extend that lead to a field goal. Out of the gun, looking to throw. And he makes the catch. The 2-point conversion is good.
Well, that's the right call to go for 2 right there because the analytics say if you get it, you now make it a 3-point game and your opponent can only tie with the field goal. If you've gone for 1, your opponent can take the lead with the kick. So nice job there getting it executed.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
After the first down completion, it's 2nd and short. He's looking to throw. Got his man quickly. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. And the Buffaloes moving quickly to the line. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Looking to pass. It's Sanders. Buys a little time. He'll pull it down and run. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
They'll run it from the gun. Fights off the defender. And he left the first defender grabbing at air before he was finally tackled. And the Buffaloes are moving quickly down the field. Defense backing up, trying to keep everything in front. Looking to go up top on first down. Takes the easy throw in the flat. And he has run out of bounds as they go backwards there and just avoided the contact.
That's one I think if the running back could have over, he would just let that ball sail out of bounds incomplete because he made the catch but lost yards because of it. It wasn't an accurate throw. He'll know next time to just let that ball go.
Motion from the offense. They go to the ground. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it.
You know, they pride themselves on being physical at the point of attack, dominating at the line of scrimmage. Nice job there picking up the first down.
The Buffaloes with the 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back. Knocked down at the 29 after a pickup of 4.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Fast motion from the offense. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Grab near the marker. It's Hunter. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play.
The receivers really separate themselves with body control. To be able to hang in the air, but stay in bounds and keep that foot on the ground. Unbelievable job catching the football and staying in bounds near the sidelines.
Just on the edge of the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 21. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Moves around to clear up the vision. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Off the play fake. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
They were on the move, but 2 straight incompletions had them staring at 3rd and 10. They keep attacking through the air. Fires to the wideout. Misses again. It's incomplete, and that's 3 in a row.
Tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range. You're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man. Everybody on an island. Everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up for it.
Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical. They wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense. And they're churning out positive yardage early.
This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
Looking for space. It's Tootin.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. To the air, it's Drones. Throws to the wideout. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
And on that incompletion, I think the quarterback is being just a bit too careful, trying to throw that ball too far outside, obviously aware that the defenders are coming from the inside. You don't want to put it behind the intended target and risk the pick six, but he needs to be more accurate.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Finds his man. It's Lane. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
This is exactly why 3rd down is practiced every single day. 3rd and short, 3rd and medium, 3rd and long. It's money down for a reason. You got to lock in. Great success by the offense so far on 3rd down.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
Brings up 2nd down. That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, Virginia Tech 22, Colorado 19.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Trying play action. Got him downfield. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. So this offense with an opportunity to put this game in a hammerlock if they can score and bleed the clock. Turning to the running game on 1st and goal. Snowed under after a pickup of 2. They'll mark it at the 8.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to throw, it's Drones. Quick strike complete. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
I don't know who on defense is going to cover this guy. Honestly, it could be a problem for this defense over the middle of the field in passing.
If they can get it in here, we could have a thrilling end to this game. It is 3rd and goal. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground.
Man, if I'm quarterback right now, after this long of a drive down this close, I'm going for a touchdown here.
And I get that, but I've worn this defense out, man. I'm going to go for the touchdown right here. And if I miss, they got to go the whole length of the field to score a touchdown.
So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense.
19.
Fair catch called for and made. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
You know, as a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He didn't that time. The defense was ready. Nice job in the open field making the nice tackle.
Didn't make it any easier on themselves on first down. Now second and long from the 21. To the air, it's Sanders. Throws to the tight end. Finds a man on the right. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. Out of the gun, they give to the back. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And here's the 3rd interception of the night.
And this guy's just never been able to get into a rhythm all game long, whether it's been because of pressure or the defense disguising their coverages. He just doesn't seem right. And as a result, he's now thrown 3 picks in this game.
Off-play action on first down. Fires to the wideout. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? This is what got this team in this position to win this game. Aggressive offense, taking shots. Here we are in the 4th quarter. They've got the lead. Why stop now?
Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
He'll toss it. And that might have been a bad read as the defense just swarms all over the pitch man.
Well, this guy's been eating them alive all game long. Finally, though, David, you wonder if the defense has been able to make some adjustments, find something positive to help slow this guy down.
Hey, baby steps, right? That's a tackle for a loss. I know he's got over a hundo on the game, but this defense is definitely going to have to be more aggressive, commit more guys to stopping that bad man.
This is the type of play that could be a pivotal moment. Tight game, 3rd and long coming. Looking to throw, it's throws. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there. When it's a good throw, you've got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. He's going to pass. He's taking the shot. Snags it down the right side. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43. After that completion, move the chains. Now first down. Looking to move it through the air. He makes the connection. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch.
This receiver is such a weapon. He has so much speed. And he can generate explosive plays for your offense, not just running go routes and post routes, but how about throwing him the drag, letting him catch it, and use his speed to turn it upfield.
The corners are walked up tight. They'll throw it on first down. Trying to get rid of it. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Great job of timing the blitz and calling it at a perfect moment when the offense was going to drop back and throw. They're able to get to him, hit him. They don't get the sack, but they do affect his accuracy, and it falls incomplete.
After the missed connection, it's second down. To the ground with the back. And a good solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. Got to get to the line quickly for this third down play. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
Using the back as a receiver on the screen. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design. It's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield. You know they're going to catch it, and there's so many ways to use them. But exactly, get it to him, let him break tackles, let him make plays. Easy decision.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Colorado!
How about that? Coming up big. Less than 30 seconds in the ball game. You need a score, and this offense absolutely responds. Go kick that extra point, take the 7-point lead, and let your defense finish this one off.
I know it looks like a gimme kick, guys, but there's nothing that's a gimme when you're trying to break a tie. And the extra point gives them a 1-point lead here in the fourth. So it's an 80-yard drive. And it was capped off with the 8-yard run. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. And if you list the priorities here, Jesse, first thing, get your kicker into his comfort zone.
It's a balance here between being conservative and being aggressive. You know that a field goal obviously puts you in a position to win this game, but, David, I don't hate being aggressive here either.
No, I'm going to be aggressive. I'm not leaving it up to my kicker if I have a choice. I trust my offense. I make the plays I know I can make. I watch the clock, but I stay aggressive.
Back to throw, it's Drones. He's taking the deep shot. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down. The Hokies headed quickly to the line. On third and long, he has to throw for it. And it's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been on par.
Big-time players make big-time plays in big-time games. Great job by the defense. Not closing the door completely, but stopping the momentum late in the game when you already got a lead. Nice job, Dave.
Here comes the offense on first down. They'll leave it with him. Crosses the 30, he's got away. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. Sometimes it's just not your day. Things just didn't work, and that seemed to be the case here.
Yeah, they didn't get the W. They didn't do enough. But now you start to think about what could I have done differently? What do I need to become more offensively? Defensively, what can I morph into to make those extra plays, Jesse? That might be the difference in the next game that I play.
Yeah, David, they just need a little bit more. They need a little bit better effort next week. They're going to need better preparation this week in practice. There's no doubt this team has a lot of talent, but we just need a little bit more to ensure that this doesn't happen next week.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of